Hi guys, back at the build site, another weekend, transferring about another 140 gallons or so to the the primary tank that's going to stay on site. So hauled some water out and some rest of the gear that I'm going to need to spend the night here. At least I hope I have everything. I'll find out here soon as I start setting things up. The goal is get the tank out of the truck, and then I'll be able to set up the tent. It's one of those truck bed tents that I picked up a while back, and nice comfy mattress and sleeping bag and the usual gear. So hopefully it won't be too bad of a night tonight. It's still morning, just got here and got everything started, and picked up a little green chili breakfast burrito a little while ago at the market in town. And I'm going to go munch on that right now over at my little site there, table and chairs. So I had a little leak once we got started with the transfer, and I've had to tighten it down, but I think it's okay. And it's a small amount of water that's lost. So on to the next project. The transfer, of course, is still going here into the other tote. And I think we're right around 175 gallons total in the ground tote. And it's going slow. We just got to change the elevation here, see what else we can do to make it transfer faster. And of course, I forgot the vegetable oil to do to use on the little 12 volt DC pump. So that's not an option. Anyway, so one of the other things I'm going to do for camp is behind me here. I've got this big baby. This is our 10 by 10 canopy. It's also got a set of wheels or something, I think, for the bag, so you can like tote it around like your set of golf clubs or something. And then the little shades here, they're like separate little pouches of white cloth that helps reflect and snaps on, of course, to the canopy. And so I'll be getting that on next. And if I'm successful, I'll have some video showing it next. Okay, of course there's no instructions, but it's kind of obvious that this little fancy exoskeleton thing back here kind of expands, and then there's little snap controls at the bottom of the feet that look like it will let it rise. So I think when it's in this down position, I'm supposed to somehow spread this along it and attach it. There's little hooks, and there's a lot of Velcro on that. I'm not 100% sure what that's for. Again, like I said, no instructions. So here goes nothing, and if this takes a while, I'll go ahead and put it in fast motion. I think these two are for the two sides to form the 90-degree angle to shade you on the back walls. So the other one must be for the roof. And of course, in the very last bag that I look in and pull this little guy out, which is again probably for the roof, I find some instructions. Well, one thing I'm hoping is when it's time to put this away back here, that I can just leave everything together, drop everything, collapse everything, and put it back in the bag. I'm pretty sure I can. I'm kind of new to this one of these little guys, but hey, it sure looks nice for a little start here. I just wish I'd found the instructions earlier. Here we go. I'm gonna get a table and a few other things out here so it's a little more like home. And an FYI, I got the modern conveniences here. See the little thermometer there, old classic analog. And then a little bottle cap opener right below it there. That way we can pop the tops whenever we want to and not have to go hunting for something to open the bottles with. Anyway, I'm kind of tilting this down now because the wind is picking up a little bit. And it's coming from that direction, blowing this way. So I'm trying to hopefully disable the effects of a sail, basically, and a little bit by lowering the back end a bit. So hopefully the wind will push more down on it than catch it for now. I'm hoping to leave this up the whole time that I'm out here for the weekend, but it's hard to know what the wind's going to do. Hopefully it'll stay not too bad, fairly calm. Anyway, got to get those chairs under there next, I think. So what I'm doing now is just gathering up a wheelbarrow of little boulders here. They're a pain to even get into the wheelbarrow, let alone carry them down to here for stacking. So just gonna go around, find the boulders I can handle and get them there for stacking so we can build that up a little better around these culverts on the corner here. Not very glamorous work, I'm afraid. Just a lot of good back-breaking work. What a way to spend your fun weekend. A little sarcasm, right, Sheldon? And one of the accomplishments today is I got this kind of restacked and about as done as I can. I mean, I wouldn't mind putting a few more little boulders in place, but I gotta find more without having to go everywhere to find them. But I have some ideas, but maybe next trip out. Of course, I'm still taking the small boulders, hand carting them over here and stacking, doing a little more digging. Hi guys, I've been waiting to do this for a long time after stacking all those rocks in the hot sun. Here we go. Test out nature's finest. Here we go. Toasted coconut ale from yours truly. Cheers, quite literally. So it's about 1 o'clock on a Saturday, taking a little break. Boy, that toasted coconut went down fast. Only have one more or two more little sips left. And relaxing under the sunblock here. Hence, give the scalp a chance to dry from all the sweat down and in the sun, lifting those little rocks / boulders, you know. Anyway, yeah, it's a tough morning doing the little bit of boulder moving and stacking and digging that I did. Manual labor gets real hard on a guys our age, you know. But there's that sense of accomplishment, you know. But at least I know I'm not pushing myself too hard where I'll, you know, don't want to spend next 6 months seeing a chiropractor, you know. Just take it easy, take it gentle, take occasional breaks, don't push yourself too hard. But do get the job done so we can widen that road and compact it on that corner a little more, as I need a little more width on that corner where those 24-inch culverts are laid down, as I need to be able to get a trailer up here and going, you know, going through that arc on that corner. I need as much room as you can get doing that right before you hit the steep part of the driveway. So that's kind of why I'm doing this. Gives me a chance to be involved with what our backhoe operator's doing, to set priorities and stuff, and get his ideas too, and get things done in parallel or in tandem while he's working, so we can kind of kill two birds with one stone, and then be here if, you know, if either of us gets injured, the other can call a life flight or something. But here's hoping we both take it easy and not push ourselves too hard. So I didn't get very far into the weekend here, just under 3 hours, and then another hose here broke and has a little hydraulic fluid leak. So we're trying to get the part, can't get it until Monday, so the rest of the work for this weekend's kind of shot. We'll just try again next weekend. I'm going to still spend the night, see what it's like out here, and what the dark night skies are like. And hopefully we'll have something interesting to report in the morning about that. Anyway, disappointing for everyone, but it is what it is. So the progress we did get done today is down in this little area between the culverts, and on each side of them we're trying to get a nice good solid bed and footing built of the boulders, and try to stabilize the banks, and then start building up between the culverts and the opposite sides and stuff, to try to make sure we not only strengthen the road but also provide erosion control as time goes on. We get these monsoon flash floods through here, and I'm hoping in the future that I'll be able to get a chance to catch some really good video of those monsoons. It should be really interesting. Okay, looks like the wind is just getting too dangerous up here for this little canopy cover, so at least I have a nice little spot here. My table chairs, the little canopy thing is all folded up. I'll put it away in the carrying tote for it in just a moment, and I'll just hang in the shade here, try to figure out my next move. Okay, it's about dinner time out in the field here at the job site, and I'm about to call it quits. Like, everything's going wrong that justifies spending the night here. You know, everything from I forgot the propane tank, so I can't even have a hot shower, and pressurized the line at all, so I didn't bring the vegetable oil to prime the pump here for the water system, and even the backup solar shower system that I just finished filling with 5 gallons is leaking, and it's been sitting in a, stored away for, I don't know, 20 years. I've never used it, I think, so I'm not surprised that it's got leaks and stuff. So I just got on Amazon Prime and ordered another $10 solar backup hot water shower little system. So when we're out here next weekend, we'll at least have that backup, and I'm making very careful notes to make sure I don't forget anything this time. I swear I'm losing it. I don't know why I'm forgetting to bring important things, other than I left awfully early this morning, so I probably was half asleep still, despite the extra little jolt of coffee when I first got out of bed. But another big reason it's a waste of time staying here is, if you look above, over here, the sky is full of clouds. Not that I expect it's going to rain, I don't think it will, but I expect that I won't be able to see much of anything at night tonight, which is the big reason I wanted to spend the night here. So, I think that's the end of this adventure and this episode. So cheers. I hope everyone enjoyed it, and we'll be back out next weekend. Hopefully Judy will be feeling up to a nice little glamping trip out here, and hopefully the backhoe will be able to continue and get back to work and not blow any more hoses. Hopefully these are the 2 weak ones. Anyway, I'm going to start packing up the few things that I need to, and then I think start heading home. Cheers. Thank you for watching an episode of Nature Preserve Life in Mountain Air, New Mexico. If you'd like to follow along and support our channel, please press the subscribe button and gong that bell to be notified. After all, it's free. Free is a very good price. In the future, we will plan to focus our episodes on our eco-friendly build of earthen construction and dark night astronomy, that big guy there, and tourism of the regional area, as well as establishing a Patreon account for the sole support of wildlife in Deer Canyon Preserve. So stay tuned. Cheers.